In a past life, we were like twins or some shit.
Yeah.
I swear.
No, I was black. I was black. I was
something. Little things.
You have a different tone when you're talking to your boy, and you can't be doing that when you're talking to your clients. I mean, your friends, and I'm just like, I'm gonna let you go, man.
That's all this business is. I had your work ethic in my field, I'd be a millionaire. And they hang up in my face in the middle of me talking to them. And I'll start to smile, and I click redial. Hey, Barbara, I think we got disconnected. Anyways, just keep going right in.
Just flat out gaslight.
Just keep going.
If it's a group of dudes, you don't want no sausage fest. Come on, give me the ladies. It's not like I'm trying to raise you up or anything, but I've never felt like that with somebody.
No, especially I've been.
What are you doing Monday? Toughest Kawhi, and then you win championships.
Yep. Damn. Work harder. Try harder. Like, what is that?
Tell me something I don't know.
Right. Not like
I would.
Tell me something I already know. He passed away. She has no money for a funeral, but now's not the time. And I told him, I said, when is the time?
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Real Talk Podcast with Tim Hofacker. I'm here with my brother, my family friend, my blood brother practically, Andrew Sakawa, life insurance broker in Jacksonville. I've known him for going on 5 years. I live here in Orlando, he lives in Jacksonville, and we've always stayed connected. We text, we chat, we talk every single day, and it is a conversation that I think we've been dying to have, especially you. Or you texted me first and was like, yo, I want to do a podcast with you. That's crazy. And I was like, let's check this out. I was like, I've been waiting for you to say that. So I've told you so many times, but I'm beyond thankful of our friendship, of our brotherhood, and that you're in my life, and how supportive and how you push me every single day. And I could just say from my heart that I think about you a lot, and you mean a lot to me. You mean a lot to my family and who you are as a man. And when I first met you, and to the man that you are now, and the things and the momentum that you have rolling now, I'm a proud person to be around you and to say that I know you. Oh, man. I would just leave it at that. So I love you, man.
I gotta go after that?
Because I'm gonna get right into the questions too. So you mean a lot to me, man. So before anything, like, who knows, later on in life, we never get the chance to talk. That's not gonna happen, because we in this from both of us of being at 20 years old. Who knows, we're gonna look back on this and see the type of men that we are. I just want to say that I'm thankful for you. I appreciate you, and I love you more than anything. And all I want to see you just thrive and win, and for you to be happy, man. So that's how we're gonna start that. So,
the feeling is mutual. That's the best I can say. I mean, your work ethic is unmatched, unparalleled. I mean, we've had times where I've sat there and I was just like, telling you, like, bro, if I had your work ethic in my field, I'd be a millionaire.
Because we were talking before, our fields are different. You talking about the demand. Kind of talk to the people. What is involved in being a life broker?
Somebody passes away, and life insurance is to financially protect the family. I mean, emotionally, they're going to be distraught, completely messed up. But financially, that money is supposed to pretty much, for lack of a better term, stand in the gap of the person that, passed away. So now that's a life insurance agent. I'm a life insurance broker. The difference that comes in is I'm contracted with not only just one company, but like 40 different a plethora of companies. Think of it as like a shoe store. Me working at Nike versus me as a broker. I work at Finish Line or Foot Locker, and I sell Nike, Adidas, Reebok, everything. So I say to all my clients, if you're alive and you're breathing, I can find something for you.
So you walk into a house, older person, and they're kind of anxious. They have anxiety that, it's coming towards the end, or they have a family member that their time is coming and they're thinking about that. So that's where you step in. So talk about how when you go in, you kind of treat them as like a friend and you're trying to help them out.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. I was brand new and I looked at everything as a sale. How can I get a sale? What do I have to say to get a sale? Now, looking back, what I do is I don't look at a sale. What I do is I'll be in the car and I'll drive to an appointment, a house. And I had set an appointment with a client. I'll sit in the car a little down the street and I'll pray. I'll say a prayer. God, help me, help this family, help them see you in me. Help me to be the best that I can be for them. And then when I go in that house, I'm just trying to make a friend. I'm just trying to make a friend. And then there's a transition where it's, well, hey, you filled this form out. There was a need somewhere. So who are you trying to protect? And that's when we start to get in the life insurance side. But for like 15 minutes, it's just, I'm trying to connect with you. I'm asking your hobbies. I'm asking what you did for work. I'm asking, how many kids do you have? What's their names?
Let's say somebody passes away. And now you have to work with them too. Now you just have to be there for them. But you also still have to be about your business too. And keep it professional.
No, it's tough. It's real tough. Especially when you have the wife sitting there and she doesn't even know the right questions to ask me because she's so distraught. It's real tough. Like I've had days where I've scheduled a whole work day and then the worst happens to a client, or I call them friends, a friend, and he passed away. I completely take off the work day and I'm over there at her house consoling her, telling her, hey, these are the phone numbers you got to call so we can make this claim. Because your kids, they're hurting right now, but guess what? You guys took the right actions to cover yourselves financially. And you have to look at it as you did a great job. I mean, the worst happened, but you guys are covered. Right. And right there, I mean, I have to be the strong one. I can't sit here and break down on her. Her husband just died. But no, it's tough. It really is tough, and it's not something you get used to, I don't think.
How important is it to ask the right questions?
That's all this business is, asking the right questions. What I did was, when I was new, I would ask a crap ton of questions, but I wouldn't ask the right questions, number one, and I wouldn't say it the correct way. I'll give you a perfect example. When I'm on the phone and I'm trying to set an appointment with a client, what sounds more direct and assumptive and also confident to you? Hey, I'm looking for a Barbara versus me now. Hey, Barbara, this is Drew. How you doing today? Because that first 5 seconds of the phone call makes everything. And I've had so many people sit there. I'm like, I'm looking for Barbara. And they go, no, she's not here. I guarantee that was her. But I gave her an out. Yeah, so you have to say the right things and also how you say it.
Well, this is a podcast, but with what I do, if you're not confident, okay, that's a character trait that they mentally attach you to. When I put the video out, I can't tell them to subscribe or not. I can't tell them to support or not. They do that on their own. So I put myself in the best position. I'm like, hey, this is my best me out here. So if you mess with that, this is what you keep coming with. When I first met you, I was a skinny, scrawny kid, confident. I was kind of like married to myself. Every time, like every new experience, I'm with you guys, become more what's the thing? Association brings assimilation.
There you go.
At my stance, the subscribers have the power. I don't. They have that power. I can't choose. So have you ever had where you have a sale, they get under a plan, and then somebody passes away? And like, okay, you guys made the right plan, right actions before, now we need to make a claim. Like, have you ever had somebody, or you guys go to somebody, oh, I actually had somebody pass already.
They chose no coverage. He passed away. His daughter comes to me, and she's asking me to backdate a policy.
Define that.
Can you just say that we wrote the policy last week? I said, Evelyn, we can't do that because y'all didn't go with it. And I can't, my license is on the line. I can't backdate that like y'all got the coverage, but y'all didn't get the coverage. And so now she's distraught. She has no money for a funeral. I was literally at their house a week ago telling them how important this is. And he was telling me how he wants to cover his daughter, but now's not the time. And I told him, I said, when is the time? She's like, okay, I can sign for him. No, you can't. That's illegal. I could lose my license. You can go to jail.
That's what Drew does. That's right there. So that's Drew. So now let's get into Drew as a person, and Drew as the mindset side of Drew, and the mentality side, and the personality side of Drew. So Drew, last time you've been on the podcast, my one question is how has your perspective changed with money?
Like this trip, I told myself, if I don't get X amount of sales, if I don't sit in front of this amount of people this week, I can't go to Tim's place this weekend. It's evolved a little bit because on a bigger scale and making more money, but it's still sort of the same.
When you have money coming in, what is your mindset with how to handle it?
I invested back in my business, but I do put a percentage of my money to myself if I want to go out on the weekends or if I want to buy some new cakes or something. But what I have noticed, which is not good, the more I make, the more I spend. Instead of saying, oh, I made this much this month and I made this much last month, and so I made so many more thousands of dollars this month. Instead of keeping that same budget, I'll make the budget bigger.
Making money is an action, keeping money is a behavior, and growing money is knowledge.
Yeah. That's powerful.
Rejection or getting denied. Because in your field, in both fields, I mean, I'll tell the pod today, I'll tell you right now, I just got denied from a job. Hit pretty hard on the nose, a month application process, and I got denied. But for you, what's your approach and your mindset for when you go to a house, when you're talking to a girl, you get denied. When you're applying for a job, you get denied. What's your stance?
I went to a conference recently for my field, and what she said, she was on the stage, she goes, we are in a masochist industry. And what masochists mean is we love pain. We love rejection and things that a masochist is somebody that just loves, bad stuff to happen to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm preying on their downfall.
Yeah, pretty much like their own downfall. That's what a masochist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she said the joke she made was, we're in a masochist industry. And I'm starting to see myself embellishing that. So here, over the phone, I'll be calling somebody and they hang up in my face in the middle of me talking to them. And I'll start to smile and I click redial. Hey, Barbara, I think we got disconnected. Anyways, and I just keep going right into it. She hang up again. Hey, I think my phone slipped that last time. I call right back. My finger slipped last time and I'll call right back until she sits there and tells me, stop calling my goddamn phone. And then, okay, I'll leave you alone. But if she keeps hanging up on me, I don't know what happened. I think the call failed. And so I'll keep going at it.
Just flat out gaslight.
just keep going.
Right. Yeah.
And then in person,
that's tough.
Yeah, in person it's a little different because I have this energy of, I'm here to help you. I've had so many clients, I'm walking in their house and they go, so what are you trying to sell me? I'm not trying to sell you nothing, man. I'm selling me. I'm selling a promise. I'm not trying to sell you anything, man. I'm here to help you. Now, let's figure out the problem and let me help you solve that problem. And that's where we start to go. But when there's rejection in the home, it hurts, it stings because I wasn't able to help them. Right. And usually rejection in the home is like almost final, like all the time. Like if they're sitting there, hey, I'm good. Like I'm set. I don't need it. You can leave.
Seeing their body language, seeing their face too, rather than over the phone.
Yeah, like seeing a need and then they say, you can leave. It's like, wow. It's like, what could I have said better? What could I have done better?
Even with any rejection, I put the blame on me. If I got rejected or if something just didn't go my way, I'm like, obviously I just didn't do something right or I didn't do enough of something. And that even goes for your goals. Like if you haven't reached your goals at a specific time or if you haven't reached them yet, you just haven't done it enough yet. Or you haven't put in the work enough yet. You haven't put in enough clock time. So I don't know if it's for you, but when you get rejection, like how is your reflection stage?
Oh yeah, I'm always blaming myself.
Yeah, me too.
It's never their fault. It's me. It's either I didn't get them to trust me, they didn't like me, and that both of those are on me, or I didn't explain something good because I'm the information.
Right.
So and then what I'll do is I'll go to one of my higher ups and I'll sit there and I'll break down the whole interaction. What did I do wrong? And they'll sit there and tell me, you sound like a damn salesperson, or you sound like a robot, or you're talking too much. You're not listening. Like, and they'll sit there and break it down. I'm like, okay, next time I'm not gonna talk so much. I'm gonna listen because I'm trying to find their problem. So, but it's always me. It's never them.
And I think that's a healthy but not healthy thing sometimes.
It's just a more foolproof plan when you blame yourself, because you don't know what the hell they got going on. You can sit there and be like, oh, she was dumb, or she was broke. That's why I didn't get a sale. But now I'm sitting here blaming something I have no control over.
And can we, just at least grow from this situation?
Can I ask you questions as well?
Yeah, I'm not the host. I'm never the host on these podcasts.
Really? Oh, okay.
We got all these. If you guys are watching this at this point, be sure to subscribe, turn on the post notifications. And if you guys are watching and listening on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, me and Drew appreciate you very much. Open-ended. We're just trying to give the people game.
Yeah. Okay. Here. Perfect. We were at the Gasparilla event, and we were doing like some public interview type stuff. Yeah. And you said, Drew, get out there and do a public. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know what I say. And you're like, just read the script and just go with the flow. And I was like, all right, I went with the flow. And then after I did my little turn and you just got on a roll and you started talking to everybody, and it was just like butterfly effect, and to the point where people were coming up to you, lining up to get questioned. Right. So my question is, but somebody asked, hey, let me get this next group of people, Tim. And you're like, all right, hell no, I'm on a roll. So my question is, that confidence, or that exuding confidence, or that
attraction.
Yeah, that attraction. Does that come from just reps, or does that come from you knowing you, or does that come, like, you know what I mean?
If I'm rolling, I'm strictly thinking business. Hey, we're here for 2.5 hours. I'm trying to get everybody and anybody. If it's a group of dudes, we don't want no sausage fest. Come on, give me the ladies. Like, when I first started filming and doing YouTube videos, it was strictly, I just wanted to film whatever. And now I'm to the point where I'm like a provider network. Let me just give the people what they want and not sugarcoat, getting right to the point, and just being, and that's why I think people come to me for. Like, you just need to give the people what they want. Over time, like, you build up like a psychology, and also a big part is knowing your audience. Check it. I know all the people watching this podcast are dudes. They're guys that want to be fit in life. They want to have money, and they want to do well, and they want to build a foundation for their life. Yeah. So let's talk about stuff like that. Yeah. With my channel, again, audience is guys, it's men. It's guys that lift. It's guys that are young. It's guys that are in college. Opposite of men is girls. So that attracts. A lot of it is the reps too. You read situation. I've seen that situation before. I'm not gonna make the same mistake again.
It wasn't even a thought. I remember that like it was yesterday. He said, hell no, I'm on a roll. Let's go. Just follow me. I was like, all right. I was like, let's do it.
If I know that I'm not knowledgeable, if I know I'm not confident in something, it's just I haven't put in enough work. You haven't put in enough time, and that's the only thing.
Going right back to, it's always you. You point, and you got 3 fingers pointing right back at you.
We like to overcomplicate life, but it's really very simple. You just have not put in enough work and enough reps, and you haven't talked to enough people, and you haven't. And sometimes we get discouraged, and we're like, why am I not there yet? But also, and I hate the whole we talked about this before, like age things with people. Like, I get it. We're 20 years old. We're young. But why not us? Where I'm at, like, right now, especially, like, this past couple months, especially 2023, why not me? Why? I deserve everything. I deserve it. And I have put in, and when you put in the work, you talk with deserving. You talk and you start to get almost pissed off. And people will feel your hunger. That was a long answer, but... Yeah,
that was a good answer.
Yeah, thank you.
It was a good answer.
I mean, the same goes for you. Confidence. For all the young males out there, and even guys that are our age. And we've had guys our age come to us, and it's like, yo, how do you do what you do? And like, how are you where you're at? And they're still like
dead end jobs, or they just don't have an outlet,
studying education that they don't like, or so how do you how is your stance, and how do you be so confident too?
One of the main things is, in order to really sell your product, you have to believe in your product. Yeah. And so what I did was I bought life insurance for myself, and I convinced myself to buy life insurance for myself. I said, why do I think I will sell life insurance if I don't have it for myself? And I was like, do I see the importance of it? And my answer was no. I was like, I don't see the importance of it. So what I had to do was sell myself life insurance. I said, why is it good? Okay, it has a cash value in it. Think of it as a bank account you can borrow from yourself instead of borrowing from the bank. And then you pay yourself back with interest. And then on top of that, if anything were to happen to you, your family's covered $100,000. And then if it was an accident, it's double, $200,000. And then I'm sitting here selling myself. I'm like, damn, this low key is a really good policy. I mess around and I buy the insurance. So when I go into a house, I know it's a great product. I know I have the best product for the best rates. So that's why it is a little frustrating when I have those rejections.
Right. Because you're going in the mindset of, there's no way this person's telling me no.
No way nobody's telling me no. And then on top of that, I'm passionate. I have this energy about me. You're going to know how good this is. Right. You're going to know. And yeah, it's literally copy and paste different field when you just said. Yeah. It's like an internal thing.
And I'm glad that we have it's like the same thing, but it's just a different field.
Right?
Yeah. I think it's very healthy. And then we can like something I'll find I'll find a nook and cranny that works with me, and I'll tell you. And it's like you'll find something like you'll go into the house, you'll come to me, hey Tim, try this with your body language in the video. It's scary how much we think alike. You ever hear the saying like opposites attract? Like even when you date people, like you have your separate thing, and it works and meshes. Yeah. But like we're very similar, but we still it's like mesh.
The best thing I can say is like, in a past life, we were actually brothers.
Yes.
I told my mom that. I was like, in a past life, we were like twins or some shit.
Yeah.
I swear.
No, I was black. I was black.
You were black or I was white. One of the things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really though. It's crazy. Like we'll say, it won't even always be about business or real serious or real, like it'd be
little things too.
Little things.
Sometimes we can like communicate and look at each other without having to say a word.
They'll just be like, oh.
Yeah.
It's like, because
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Not like I'm trying to raise you up or anything, but I've never felt like that with somebody before.
No, seriously, I haven't.
What are you doing Monday?
I haven't had that synergy with anybody else.
Yeah, especially for like a guy too. Like I'll tell this to your face, you're very stubborn, like very, not that salesy, but you're not taking, whether it's on the basketball court. That's a foul? No, I'm not taking a no. Check up. No. So every time, like every conversation we have, it just like, it builds more. I'm like, God damn, that
shit is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
I like that. That's what you count.
He doesn't. And whenever I say, he doesn't hear it, bro. I know.
I was like,
you hear people?
I said, say it louder, Tim. And he was just like, I was like, all right, I guess it was only impressive to me.
Maybe I had to say something else to get his attention. The only way to get to Camp 6 school.
Literally.
I really envy you with your importance or how much you prioritize God.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want to talk about that, how's your relationship with God? Well, first off, like, what's your religion? And I mean, I already know, but for the people and everything.
Yeah, so I identify as a Christian. People be like, what's your sign? I mean, like, my sign is the cross.
Yeah, I'm going with it. You got one too? Yeah, me too.
No, God comes first. And I live by that. I don't just say it. Like when you start to live by it, life gets better, actually. Like, it sounds kind of dumb. Like, I don't say it. It sounds stupid. But when it's a big decision, or this is the difference between me and the average Christian. When it's a big decision, the average Christian will pray about it. Small decisions I pray about. Small things. Not only the ups, but the downs. Or not only the downs, but the ups. When you're high, when you have a great day, sit there and you thank God. Having a terrible week, don't sit there and be like, God, make it better. No, be like,
thank you for this.
Thank you. Help me learn from this. Yeah, committing everything.
Amen to that.
Yeah, no, it's huge. Like when I tell you, your life will change. Yeah. And that goes for everybody. Your life will change once you start. Stop treating God like a side character and treat him like if your mom was right behind you at all times.
I aspire to be like where you're at, because with even with everything. You don't understand how much of a blessing it is to be driving from point A to point B and getting through there safe.
That's a huge one.
And people underestimate that. What you said about imagine, instead of it being like a side character, imagine him by your side. Imagine him being behind you. Whether you're talking to a family at a house, he's got his right hand on his shoulder. And he's within you. It helps alleviate. You said that when you put your life through God and let him be within you, your life gets easier. And sometimes in certain situations, like sometimes you'll run yourself like a rat race. You'll be overthinking. You'll be blaming yourself. You'll be blaming other people on a situation. Sometimes put it on God. Put it on God and just let him is for a reason. And he's saving you and he's showing you that he's got something better for you in store later on. You just don't know. He knows exactly how your life is going to pan out, who exactly you're going to be, who you brought you in this world to be. It's just letting you funnel out and figure it out with him along your side as well.
You mess around, you get close to God, your circles start to close too, start to change. And you mess around, you'll be like me, you got like 3 friends. You was the class clown, and everybody liked you in high school, but you start listening to God, see that circle close and get real small.
Amen.
What is your favorite type of content to film? Or if it's not even filming in general, what if it's like editing? What's your favorite task of your career to do?
I just like making videos that like make people almost want to cry. Really feel, because the end, any video that I make, my main goal is very simple. Make somebody on the other side feel an emotion. That's it. That's my only goal. I'm doing an interview, make people laugh. I'm working out, I'm motivating somebody. Or I'm like, damn, I'm not doing enough. That's an emotion within itself. There's very basic emotions that you feel out of video that they don't even know.
But you're creating it.
I'm creating that experience for them. And when you do it for so long, it's kind of like I could be invisible and I can watch somebody like watch my videos. Like, and see like being that back team, like, wow. And just seeing their smile too. That's all I need. That's all I need. And so, because people, the main thing I live by, and before I die, I want people to know, like when they knew me, it's not who is Tim and what did he do. It's, I remember how Tim made me feel. And that's all you remember about people. When people pass away and people, even when you haven't talked to them for a while, like people in high school or people in our early childhood, or whether we're 40, it doesn't matter. You remember how they made you feel. And even if it was for a quick second, all I remember is that dude had a smile and he made me feel happy. And he made me put on a smile. Whether it was for 5 seconds, you go dab somebody up in the hall, or you say what's up to somebody in a video, or you shaking a man's hand after making a sale. That's all you remember for. I'm horrible with names, but I remember your name if I remember how you made me feel.
Wow.
So that's why I did. No, so thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to charge 20 after that. I don't give those out for free. That's free game for everybody out there. Talked about work, God, religion, money. Ladies,
I'm not looking for anything. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm a firm believer that every successful king, I don't think I'll get to my fullest potential without my queen. I'll have a monopoly, and I'll be so successful, and I'll be the greatest ever. But until I get my queen, that's when I'll really flourish.
I'm with you on that. Yeah,
truly am. I know you hear this all the time, but I'm truly am focusing on Drew. Even
in a relationship, you need to be focusing on you. Some people forget that.
Yeah, you definitely do have to. In a relationship, it is a lot of selflessness. I'm catering to you. And
that's a good word.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that, but
you lose yourself a little bit.
You do. It's a trade-off. It's definitely a trade-off. If you're with the right person, the trade-off is very, very worth it. Yeah.
And it kind of accepts when a woman is immature.
Oh, how do I approach an immature woman?
Yeah.
I pretty much let her know in the most respectable way possible that she's not good enough for me. And we'll cut off interaction, and then it'll be it. And then I'll be the guy that got away for, I don't know. But I don't have time for that.
That would be disrespecting yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're at a certain level. You worked to a certain level. You spend time with yourself.
Yeah.
You've worked on yourself. Why would we fall back just for some poo-tang? Even especially in America too, like just women with the TikTok era and the music that they listen to, expectation of a woman and the expectation of a man. It's killing a lot of people. It's killing a lot of relationships too. So
girls, they want a hood gangbanging guy. They want a bad boy. They want him to be just ruthless, but they also want him to be rich. They want him to have his head on straight. They want him to have a freaking 10-inch monster in his pants. Like, they want everything. But it doesn't exist. There's no gangbanger that's making 7-8 figures consistently, legally. Like, it's not a thing. So what you have to do is you have to pick your side. And I'm talking to women right now. You have to pick your side. Nice guys finish last. Nice guys finish last. You treat a girl with the utmost respect. You treat a girl like a trophy. You treat her like you want to give her the world, and you will get shit on 100% of the time. I don't care how much that girl says, I like clingy guys, and I like guys that simp over me. And I don't care if she says that. If you treat her like she's a trophy, she will treat you like trash.
treat you like a celebrity, she should treat you like a fan.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. You work on your inside. You work on your business. You making that money. And then you have that mindset of, I'm untouchable. And then you're going to talk to girls and you're going to do whatever. You're here. You've created such a monster and beast. It doesn't matter if she sits there and rejects you or whatnot, because you know what you're capable of. And on top of that, you're not treating her like a trophy. So you ain't lost nothing if she sit there and, say, oh, you're not my type or whatnot. But like, when you're out there and these girls, they're coming to you, I'm trying to tell you, not everybody is worth your time. If I'm not treating her like a trophy, I'm treating myself like a trophy. So I just can't give myself to everybody now.
And you also want to be with a woman that treats herself like a trophy too.
Exactly.
Trophies come on, and then you win championships.
Yep. Damn.
Yeah, take 2 trophies and yeah. Damn.
The bar, the goal.
You want me after this? I was so serious. But yeah,
I'm so serious.
how important is it for a guy to be the dominant person in the relationship? Because there's some guys that they're kind of wrapped around a woman's finger. And they're being pushed around by a woman.
And a lot of women will sit here, blatantly look you dead in the eye and tell you there is no head of the relationship. We are 50-50 on everything. Like, I swear to God.
No, I know.
If I'm in a relationship, I'm the head of the relationship. And I also believe in decisions do go 50-50. But as a guy, I have that instinct of, hey, we're doing this. If I feel like something's going, my feeling precedes all your thoughts. Because I have that man instinct, and that's a protective, innate instinct that we have from the primal days that women just never had in their DNA.
Sometimes women just can't accept.
I hate to say that, y'all weren't born with that chromosome, that trait. A lot of women can't accept that.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, there are strong, beautiful women in this world that, I wouldn't say more power, but like they have
Dominant.
Yeah, some like male traits and some dominance in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
But as a man, you gotta step up.
Yeah.
You gotta step up to the plate. I'm not letting that happen. That's not sliding. Listen, baby, I love you and everything.
And then we got some fellas that sit there and they take the backseat.
That's when problems kind of start to happen.
Yeah.
And that's when the girl can go and say, well, you haven't been this, and you just don't want to be in that position as a man. Yeah.
Because then you leave yourself subject to, well, I need a real man.
And if you've been taking the back seat,
exactly.
If she's outworking you, you can't let that happen. You have to be the fire of the relationship.
Go ahead, Mike. This is Real Talk with Timmy Hofacker.
You're right. Yeah. You know what? As a host, I'm not stepping up to the plate. You tighten up. How do you know when a woman is fronting?
High interest. I see high interest right off text game. If she's texting me back quick, if she's texting me back with a crap ton of emojis or explanations or things like that, or she's giving me validation. Like I haven't called her beautiful. I haven't called her anything. I never do that. I don't do that. I'm sorry, but I don't validate females.
Even in relationship.
Oh, that's different.
Oh, okay.
You're mine. I'll validate the hell out of you. I'm not validating her and she's validating me. That's a telltale sign of a high value woman, or not high value, high interest woman. So those are the type of girls that I normally go for. Girls that are really interested in me. Like some girls, they'll sit there, oh, he has a nice smile. And so then they'll be like, text me, oh, hey, yeah. Or oh, I like he goes to the gym. But that's not really high interest, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I go for girls that really, really like me. Like want to throw themselves on me.
Yeah.
And that's how I avoid wasting time. Like,
yeah, you fiddle through the weeds too.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's any girls watching this, whether this is like a clip or anything. Yeah. I mean, when girls shoot your shot, I like you, and I want you.
I'm trying to tell you.
Make that known. And I'm telling you, from a guy's perspective, it is a huge turn on.
Huge turn.
It's very attractive.
Huge turn on. Like,
yeah,
that tells me everything I need to know right there in the first couple interactions. If you're making it known, hey, I want you. All right. Cool. Okay, let's see what you got going on that.
Yeah.
And then you have my attention. And I don't make it easy on girls either. Say if I'm like texting on like a date, texting on a dating app or something, hey there, how you doing? Oh, you're gorgeous. I'd be like, thanks. Work harder. Try harder. Like, what is that?
Tell me something I don't know.
Right? Not like
I would.
Tell me something I don't write it down.
Bro, talking with Tim Hofacker, baby. It don't get realer than that.
That's a different type of power, bro. When you steal that power from women, you're rejecting them. And it'll be like a real, very attractive girl too. Like, you reject a 9 or a 10 right quick. See that boost you get. Then you're the 10.
It's on par with the feeling of proving your ex wrong.
Yeah, bro.
For fellas, for guys out there, if you guys are not in the gym, get in the gym, man.
Get in the gym. What are you doing? If you're not in the gym, what you doing?
Cause not praying on this for anybody, but like if you're like, women come and go in life, you're still gonna have your body when you die on your grave. So take care of it. And you take care of it by exercising, fueling your body with goods, drinking water. Like there's so many little actions that you could do to just help you like within.
Yeah, and number one, you feel great.
Yeah.
You look great. Number two, it does not hurt like with the women. I'm trying to tell you. It don't hurt. You mess around, you get a little Copperfield.
How you look now is the work that you put in 2 weeks ago. The work that you put in now is going to show up in 2 weeks. Give it 2 months. That's when others will start to take notice. Another question. Oh, this is a good one. How important is discipline for you?
Oh my gosh, everything.
Yeah, that's all.
Without discipline, there will be nothing. Nothing. And it's crazy because I know people that live their lives without discipline. Like I had some people that was real close to me live their lives without discipline. Only discipline is on the work schedule, in the school schedule. Like no discipline in their life. Everything is come and go. Oh, my friends, when I go here, we'll go here. Yeah. It's never a schedule or anything planned out. And I look at that and I'm like, how are you living? How the hell? Discipline is everything.
How important is discipline for you in being a self-employed, self-boss type of guy? It's make or break.
If I wasn't disciplined, I'd be broke. Because nobody's telling me, hey, Drew, you're going to get fired. Nobody's telling me, hey, Drew, you got to pick up that phone, make phone calls. Nobody's telling me go to these appointments. If I sat there and said, oh, I don't feel like it for a month, I'd be broke as shit. I wouldn't get paid. For my boys out there that's talking to the ladies, stop talking to the ladies. Get yourself right.
That's big. Literally stop.
Stop. Stop talking to ladies. They're not important, bro. You're important. So you get yourself right, and then you just get out there, and they flock because they can feel the magnetic energy that you emit. It's a thing called the law of attraction. When you focus on yourself, bro, it happens. It's a weird ass thing. Honestly, it's kind of like a hack.
And a woman, the right woman will come by and show you that you're important. With relationships and friends and people, man, check up on your people. Check up on your boys. Check up on your friends and your family. Because, I don't know, sometimes times is rough. You never know what you're going through. I mean, there's a point where Drew didn't know everything about me. Now you know everything about me. But there's a point where Drew really thought he really knew me. And just when you think you know, excuse me, for the good and the bad, when you think you know somebody, you don't. Check up on your people. It doesn't take much to send a text message, even just, hey brother, hey man, I'm thinking about you. I hope you're well. Lights the day up, makes the world, and that gives them like a purpose. Depending on your relationship, it's like, I'm not only working for myself, I'm also working for them. And that's the connection. That's the relationship that we have.
Yeah.
I'm always working for you, man.
I'm always working for you. I'm always working for your family. I'm working for what you stand for because I believe in you and what you got going on, bro.
Thank you.
Like genuine.
Thank you. The sexual tension, the urge right now is crazy. Hey, thank you guys so much for watching and listening to this point. If you guys are watching on the YouTube channel, the Real Talk YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on the post notifications, leave a like before you click off this video. If you're watching this point, leave a comment. And if you guys are listening on Apple and Spotify podcasts, be sure to leave a rating at 5 stars. Let us know what you thought about this episode with my boy Drew Sakawa. Drew, thank you again for your words and your knowledge and your game, and yeah, just you and your presence too. So thank you for that.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. So this is Real Talk with Tim Hofacker with Drew Sakawa, Andrew Sakawa.
And we out.
Thank you.